Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Lafayette Central Catholic High School, home of the Knights, Gordon Lemming Field. We welcome you to today's education-based high school varsity boys baseball game. This evening, it's the West Lafayette Red Devils and the Central Catholic Knights. This internet radio broadcast is made possible by AudioSportsOnline.net. That's ASO, that's Robbie Kendall. He's providing internet radio access for Put Me in Sports since 2008. We do thank you for tuning in, and they've already done the anthem right before we enter the airwaves. We do thank you for tuning in. Knights defensively out on the diamond. We'll talk about where they're located. The Knights is going to line up like this. The pitcher in today's ball game for the Knights going to be number 34, Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks will be the pitcher, and I'll mention he's a senior. Keaton Brooks, 6'2", 165, 1 win, no losses on the season. He's pitched 16 innings. Keaton Brooks he's appeared in 3 ball games. He has started 3. This is number 4 for each. 72 batters he has faced, 262 pitches. He's given up 13 hits, given up 8 runs. 4 of those runs were earned. He has walked 8 batters. He has struck out 13. 4 of those strikeouts went down looking. He's hit 1 batter along the way. He has a 1.750 ERA. Around the infield, Jackson Kane, number 3, he'll be the catcher in today's ball game. At first base, number 10, Lucas Gerke. At second base, number 11, Mikey Stapleton. At shortstop, number 9, Hudson Gutwine. At third base, number 17, Gavin Boutel. In left field, number 41, Isaac Suppinger. Isaac Suppinger hit a long ball in batting practice today. In center field, number 33, Bryn Robbins. And in right field, number 20, Caden Minnick. So they get warmed up right there on the diamond. It is a windy day. It's kind of subsided right now, but that wind was gusting, probably 35 mile per hour. The home plate umpire, he's walking out. They're going to use 1 on the infield, 2 umpire system today. Regular season game. This is going to be the second and final game, Central Catholic versus West Lafayette, here in the West Division. Last night, the Knights captured the win at West Lafayette. They're over here today. So the Lights are on the softball field. Not quite here yet. Stepping in, first batter, leadoff batter in the ball game, number 2, Ben Worth for West Lafayette. First pitch comes in above Ben's head, ball 1. Left-handed batter's box, Ben Worth. Ben Worth is going to do the pitching for West Lafayette in today's ball game. Steps back in, peering in, looking at signals, out of the windup. Keaton Brooks, here comes the second pitch. High for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. First batter here in the ball game is Ben Worth. Ben Worth will mention he is a sophomore athlete. He'll take ball 4 again above the head in that left-handed batter's box. Count goes 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see if there's an open strike zone. See if Ben's going to take this pitch. Here comes the pitch. He does take the pitch. Called the strike. Ben thought it might have been a bit up. He was ready to jog to first base. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Peering in, looking at signals. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, swing and a miss. Keaton Brooks gets right back in the count. Brings it to a 3-2 after going 3-0. First batter of lineup. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Going to be fielded by the first baseman. He'll flip it to the pitcher, Keaton Brooks. And they'll get the put out. Lucas Gerke, he had a lot of range right there. Mikey Stapleton probably could have fielded it, but they get the job done. 1 out here in the top of the first. Right-handed batter going to step in. Number 19, Colin Castens. Colin Caston's playing left field in today's ball game. Here's first pitch, outside the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Right-handed batter, Colin Castons. Colin Castons is a freshman athlete. Here comes the second pitch. Swung on, he'll pop this one right side, out of play. Count goes 1-1. Caston's going to step back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody aboard, 1 out. Top of the first inning. Here comes the pitch from Brooks, swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To peer back in, 2 feet on the rubber. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Backdoor curveball, misses outside. Count goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-hitter. Colin Castons. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Keaton Brooks going 3-2 with the first 2 batters. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Caston's going to sprint down to first base. He's going to put that sliding mitt on. 1 aboard for West Lafayette. Top of the first inning, next batter going to step in, the 3-hitter. Number 7, Jack Schaefer. Jack Schaefer is going to take the center field position in today's ball game while Ben Worth is doing the pitching. Last night, Ben Worth played an incredible center field position for West Lafayette. First pitch to Schaefer, backdoor curveball, misses away. 1 ball, no strikes, checking wristbands. Getting signals off the wristbands offensively. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Keaton Brooks trying to get acclimated. It's a windy day. Keaton Brooks has the most innings of any Knights pitcher on the staff thus far. Here comes the pitch. High and away, ball 3. 3-0 count to the 3-hitter, Jack Schaefer. Signals given. Timeout on the diamond. Mikey Staples going to jog up to the pitcher's rubber. Has some words. Going to speak right there with Keaton Brooks. So 3 balls, no strikes. Jack, Mikey Stapleton back in second base position defensively. He's going to hug the base to the right. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Timeout on the diamond. Coach Bourdonnais is going to walk out. 2 are on base. 2 consecutive walks here in the top of the first. 1 out on the diamond. As a ground out to first base by the 1-hitter, Ben Worth. So they're talking it over right there on the diamond. And I'm trying to get things figured out. And we do appreciate you tuning in. And on a windy day, home plate umpire is going to walk out and try to break it up a little bit. Not too long a timeout. He don't want to give forever. He's going to walk up nonchalant. Coach Bourdonnais will see him. He did. And the meeting breaks up. Home plate umpire usually doesn't have to say anything when he walks out. So, everybody going to get back to their respective positions. Back behind home plate, Jackson Kane will step in the rubber. Keaton Brooks, left-handed pitcher, stepping into bat. 4-hitter, Lincoln Furry for West Lafayette. Here comes the first pitch. Above the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Brooks going to step back in the rubber. Middle infielders, that's how it's a Goot Wine and Mikey Stapleton hovering right there around second base. Here comes the second pitch to Furry. Outside a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Step back in the rubber, Keaton Brooks. Peering in, look at signals. Jackson Kane. Working out a stretch. Now the set position. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. 3 balls, no strikes to the 4-hitter, West Lafayette. Number 16, Lincoln Furry, plays second base for the Red Devils. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Going to load him up. Coach Bourdonnais going to walk back out. Going to have conversation. And they'll talk it over. And I will mention this game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto. AGM Auto, that's LLC, Arcadia, Indiana. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM Auto. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need of the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM Auto wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. A second type of service offered at AGM Auto is classic car in classic truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty of each and every restoration project they begin. AGM Auto, you can see them on Facebook at AGM Auto LLC. You can dial them up by telephone at 317-984-5283. Again, that's 317-984-5283. So the Knights going to go with another pick. They're going to send Keaton Brooks to left field. Brent Robbins still in right field. Kate Minnick, I take that back. Brent Robbins in center field and Caden Minnick in right field. So stepping in, doing the pitching, he's warming up right now. That's number 10. It's Lucas Gerke. He's a junior class member. He's 6 feet tall, 170. A pitcher and an infielder. He's got 10 2/3 innings under his belt. This is game appearance number 5. He does have one start. He has faced 44 batters, 165 pitches. He's got 1 win, 0 losses. He's given up 6 hits. He's given up 4 runs. None of those runs were earned. He has walked 2. He has struck out 14 batters. 4 of those batters went down looking. He's hit 1 batter along the way. While pitching, he's left 9 on base. And while pitching, they've stolen 2 bases. So they're going to reassemble out in the outfield, get ready to play the game. Next batter going to step in. West Lafayette going to be the 5-hitter, number 9, Joe Doty. Joe Doty playing the shortstop in today's ball game. Bases are loaded for West Lafayette. There's 1 out. We're going to have a stretch. Now the set. First pitch from Gerke. Breaking pitch inside. Called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Right-handed relief pitcher. Long relief in this ball game. We'll see. Peering in, looking at signals. Lucas Gerke now out of the set. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch right across the dish. Strike called. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Keaton Brooks has nothing to hang his head about. He's in left field. I tell you what, sometimes it's just not the right day. He'll be back. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He'll set him down swinging. That's Joe Doty. Now we're going to see the third baseman here in the lineup. That's number 10, Aiden Heap. Aiden Heap, he got some pitching activity last night in the ball game. Peering in, look at his signals. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. First pitch to Heap. Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-1. He'll check third base coach, Aaron Wood. Aaron Wood, I did find out, I confirmed his dad was longtime coach, basketball coach at West Lafayette. What a nice gentleman. Pitch comes in, swing and a miss. Going to be a good block by Jackson Kane. He'll keep it out in front of him. The count goes 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Heat, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's going to step back in. Working from the stretch, peering up, looking for signals. Out of the set position. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. outside of ball. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first bases are loaded for West Lafayette. Out of the set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. He'll take it to center field. Brennan Robbins going to veer to his left. He'll make the catch in center field for out number 3. So West Lafayette gets 3 aboard. They leave 3 aboard. And the Knights are going to bat in the bottom of the first inning. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by FritzandFishers.com. FritzandFishers.com. Buy, sell, trade, and they'll help you with the financing. Quality cars, quality trucks, and quality SUVs. Preferred low mileage and one owner automobiles. They have 2 Hamilton County, Indiana locations. One is in Fishers at 8599 East 116th Street. You can dial them up there in Fishers. Dealership at 317-842-2228. Again, that number is 317-842-2228. They have another location right there in Noblesville. It's along State Road 32 between Noblesville and Westfield. You can dial them there at 317-773-2232. Again, that's 317-773-2232. You can visit them online, or you can visit them on sites. FritzandFishers.com, FRITZ. Around the diamond for West Lafayette, Ben Worth, he'll do the pitching. We'll mention Ben Worth as a pitcher. This is appearance number 4. He's going to start this game 9 1/3 innings under his belt. He's allowed 11 hits. He's allowed 10 runs. Only 6 of those runs were earned. He's given up 1 home run, 9 base on balls. He has struck out 12, and that leads the team. He's a team leader in strikeouts. 51 batters, 219 pitches thrown, and while pitching, they've stolen 6 bases. Left-handed pitcher. We'll mention his catcher is number 14, Fisher Trotsky. At first base, number 17, Camden Proctor. At second base, number 16, Lincoln Furry. At shortstop, number 9, Joe Doty. At third base, number 10, Aiden Heath. In left field, number 19, Colin Castens. In center field, number 7, Jack Schaefer. And in right field, number 8, Jacob Deutsch. So stepping into bat, first batter for the Knights. Here in the bottom of the first, it's going to be right-handed batter, number 9, Hudson Gutwine. But first, Fisher Trotsky to jog out, talk with Ben Worth for just a moment. He'll jog back. Fisher Trotsky behind the dish, stepping into bat, Hudson Gutwine. 2 feet on the rubber. Feet are together. Here comes the wind. First pitch to Gutwine. Right across the dish. Strike call. Watching one go by. Ben Worth, pretty good mechanics as a left-handed pitcher. You got that red sleeve on that left arm. Here comes the pitch. Backdoor curveball misses away. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hudson Gutwine going to step back in. Peering in, looking at signals. Ben Worth, here comes the wind and the pitch. Fastball outside of ball. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Just getting started. 6 o'clock start time tonight. It was 5:30 last night. Here comes the 2-1. Outside ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hudson Gutwine showing some pitches to his dugout. One of the prerequisites for a leadoff batter is to show pitches to the dugout. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. Ball low, he'll jog to first base. So Hudson Gutwine gets aboard with a 5-pitch walk. And he's at first base now. So stepping in, going to be the 2-hitter for the Knights. Number 10, Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke is now the pitcher of record. Lucas Gerke started the game at first base. Working from his stretch, now the set. First pitch from Worth to Gerke. Low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 aboard. Hudson Gutwein drew a walk. Peering in, looking at signals. Left-handed batter, Lucas Gerke. Left-handed pitcher, Ben Worth. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. So they'll work it from there. And the count goes 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. From the stretch, now the set. He'll check first base. Again, here's the pitch. He'll foul one back, high up on the screen. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner aboard for the Knights. Lead off batter, I should say first hitter in the lineup, Hudson Gutwein. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set. Here comes the pitch from Ben Worth. Now back to the screen once again. Lucas Gerke staying in that box, fighting him off. 2-2 count. Looking at signals, third base coach Tim Bourdonnais. He'll step back in. Peering in, looking at signals, out of the stretch. Ben Worth now out of the set position. He'll check first. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, laid back on it, pulled it foul. Lucas Gerke going to stay in that box again with a 2-2 count. Looking at signals, third base coach, Coach Bourdonnais, several given. At first base is Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein on the season has quite a few stolen bases. We'll mention Gutwein on the season has 5 stolen bases, has not been thrown out. He's got a modest lead there with the left-handed pitcher. That makes it a little tougher. Here comes the pitch. He's taken off. He'll make it to second base. That pitch comes in behind the back of Gerke. Not a good pitch for the catcher to try to throw him out with. That ball comes in behind the backside of a left-handed batter. So Hudson Gutwein picks up stolen base. Right there, Hudson Gutwein now with 6 on the season. Out of the set, checks second base. Here's the pitch. Outside of ball. Lucas Gerke takes off rather quickly to first base. You ought to at least let the umpire acknowledge a ball. So runners at first and second base for the Knights. A lot of base runners so far in this first inning for both teams. Nobody out. Stepping in, Caden Minnick. Caden Minnick, 3-hitter. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Here comes the first pitch to Minnick. Who's going to square the bunt, pulls it back outside, going to get by the catcher. He's going to pick it up around the warning track behind home plate. He'll slide in, pick it up, and the runners move up 90 feet. So no bunt needed as of yet. We'll see if Coach Bourdonnais wants to play small ball with runners at second and third. Likely he will not early in the ball game. Salt Providence do that. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Good block right there by pitcher Trotsky. Went laterally from him that time. No movement on the base pads. Stepping back in, Caden Minnick. Peering in, looking at signals out of the stretch. Checks third base, now the set position. Here comes the 2-0 to Minnick. Outside, ball 4. 3 balls, no strikes. Both pitchers having a difficult time. Starters are having a difficult time early in this game. Here comes the pitch. Right down meridian. Fastball for a strike. So stepping back in, Caden Minnick. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set position. Here comes the pitch. Going to foul one out of play. Left side. He takes it the other way. Left-handed batter, Caden Minnick. He's a left-handed player. He's a true lefty. He's going to step back in. 3-2 count. Working out a stretch. Now the set. Here comes the 3-2. Low for ball 4. West Lafayette dugout. Thought that might have been a different pitch call. So they're going to load the bases up. Load it up. For the four-hitter, going to be a timeout. Coach Aaron Wood is going to walk out, talk with his infield. And base runners at second and third are going to jog over, talk with Coach Bourdonnais. And Kate Minnick over there at first base talking with Coach Ryan Johnson. We do thank you for tuning in, and we'll mention a little bit about each school. We'll talk about the West Lafayette Red Devils. School enrollment of 754. They're Class 3A, Sectional 20. 6 in their sectional. That's Frankfort, North Montgomery, Northwestern, Twin Lakes, West Lafayette, Western. Their principal is Chad Rogers. Their athletic director and assistant principal is Joel Strode. Their athletic secretary is Kathy Slaughter. We'll pick that up here in a moment. Between innings, stepping in now to bat for the Knights is number 33, Bryn Robbins. Bryn Robbins batting in the 4 spot for Coach Bourdonnais. Peering in, looking at signals. Ben Roth out of the set. First pitch to Robbins. He'll float one right side. He's going to get the light fixture. Tall pole right there. I didn't see anything bust. I have seen bulbs bust here at Gordon Lemming Field. So 1 strike on Robbins. He'll step back in, right-handed batter's box. Peering in, looking at signals. Ben Worth now out of the set. Here comes the 0-1. Inside a ball. Coming in to try to steal home. He's going to make it. Head first, feet first slide by Hudson Gutwine from third base. Ball was low. He got by Fisher Trotsky just a bit. Covering the plate right there was the pitcher Ben Worth sliding in safe. Hudson Gutwine. It's a 1-0 contest. Still nobody out. Knights in front. We're at the bottom of the first inning. Runners at second and third base for the Knights. Peering in, looking at signals. Now the set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike called inside half, knee high. Lucas Gerke is at third base for the Knights. At second base, Caden Minnick. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now out of the set position. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle over the pitcher's head. Fielded by shortstop Joe Doty. He'll get the out at first base with Camden Proctor. And a run will come in to score. And Bryn Robbins will pick up another RBI on the season. Lucas Gerke comes in to score, and Bryn Robbins picks up RBI number 11. So, on the diamond right there, 1 out on the scoreboard. Jackson Kane going to step into bat. Jackson Kane, the 5-hitter for the Knights, took a good drive last night at West Lafayette. Burnt the outfielder, ended up at second base. Stand-up double last night for Jackson Kane. Cade Minnick is at third base. 1 out to 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch to Kane. Just low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That wind picks up, then it lets up, then it picks up. Typical Indiana weather is picking up right now as we say so. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Strike called right down meridian. Might have been thigh high, my guess. Home plate umpire, not really a tall guy. Seems to be doing a pretty good job. Got to admit, last night, pretty good umpire. Have seen good umpires as of late. Here comes the pitch. Inside a ball. I was inside high and tight. Count goes 2-2. Jackson Kane going to step back in. Jackson Kane does the catching for the Knights. He has done catching for the Knights since his freshman year. He's a junior. Here comes the pitch. Backdoor curveball. Didn't get the break he wanted. Stayed outside. Ben Worth. Going to be a 3-2 count to Jackson Kane. Peering in, looking at signals. Runner at third base, Caden Minnick. 2 runs in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll go down swinging. There's 2 outs. So jogging up to the batter's box, left-handed batter's box, it's going to be Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks, he's now playing left field for the Knights. He's going to step in, bat left. He is also a true lefty. and he'll be in that left-handed batter's box. Peering in, looking at signals. Ben Worth out of the stretch. Now the set position. Here comes the first pitch. So we outside of ball. Brooks takes a pitch outside, ball one. Stepping back in the rubber, Ben Worth. Wind, probably something to deal with as a pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball two. Lefty facing a lefty. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in. We're in the bottom of the first. Here comes a set. Here comes the pitch to Brooks. Outside, ball 3. About 3 identical pitches right there. Count goes 3-0. Keaton Brooks probably going to have a take sign right here. Take all the way. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Ben Worth kind of throwing across his body right there, trying to find that release point, trying to duplicate pitches. So runners on the corners for the Knights. Keaton Brooks at first base. Caden Minnick at third base. Stepping into bat for the Knights, number 11, Mikey Stapleton. Mikey Stapleton, a member of the sophomore class, picks up some signals from Coach Bourdonnais. Peered in, looking at signals at home plate. Catcher, Fisher Trotsky. Here comes a steal. They're going to try a suicide squeeze. They're going to get him out at home plates. Suicide squeeze. Try to get a bat on it. A suicide squeeze, you've got to get the ball on the bat, or bat on the ball. Coach Bourdonnais coming in to have a little bit of a conversation with Mikey Stapleton. Not much. And the Knights are out of the inning. Mikey Stapleton will be the batter in the bottom of the second inning. And Kate Minnie tried to come in and steal. Suicide squeeze. They make the pitch. And Fisher Trotsky makes the tag at home. So the Knights are out of the inning. The Knights come up with 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. And we'll go to the top of the second. West Lafayette will bat. And we'll also mention West Lafayette Red Devils, their athletic trainer is Gusta Owens. The athletic trainer also, they have 2, that's Stephanie Anderson. West Lafayette High School is located at 1105 North Grant Street, West Lafayette, Indiana, 47906. You can dial them by telephone at 765-746-0400. On the web, it's WestLafayetteAthletics.com. They wear the collars scarlet and gray. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. They are in the West Division. We'll mention they are currently 1 win, 6 losses on the season. They're 0-3 in the West Division of the Hoosier Conference. Their head coach is Mr. Aaron Wood. Aaron Wood tells me that Shane Fry, we did speak with Shane Fry late in the game last night after the lightning delay. Shane Fry, the football coach for West Lafayette, he's a quality interview all the time. But Coach Aaron Wood tells me that he is also a coach on the football team with Shane Fry. And Shane Fry was in Coach Aaron Wood's wedding. That's just how nice the 2 gentlemen they are. They're going to dust off the dish right there. We'll mention that West Lafayette, they're going to have a game tomorrow. It'll be at Harrison. So West Lafayette will play at Harrison tomorrow. Here comes the first pitch. Right-handed pitcher. Still on the hill. Number 10, Lucas Gerke, ball 1. Stepping into bat, Camden Proctor, first baseman. He wears number 17. Left-handed batter, ground ball. Third base, going to be fielded by Boutel, and Boutel throws across the diamond. Boutel with a lot of range right there. Coach Bourdonnais giving him freedom. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Let's check that baseball. So step back in. Next batter is going to be an 8-hitter, number 14, Fisher Trotsky. He is the catcher. He caught last night. Here comes the first pitch from Gerke. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Right down meridian. No balls, 1 strike. Fisher Trotsky, where's number 14? He's a sophomore athlete. Here comes the pitch. He'll take one, first base side, has a dive, has to jump pretty high to get it. Suppinger makes the catch on a line shot. Looked like it should have been into right field. I'm sure Trotsky would have been happy for that to happen. So he'll throw back in all the way, Trotsky. He'll put his gear on. There are 2 outs here in the top of the second. Right-handed batter stepping in. Number 8, the 9-hitter, Jacob Deutsch. First pitch, swing and a miss. Right fielder, Jacob Deutsch, made some catches last night in foul territory. He ran a long way. Here comes the second pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second, pitch comes in. Low for a ball. Jackson Cage setting up a bit outside. Hit the spot, but it's outside the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Gerke. Curveball, didn't get the break. It's going to hit number 8, Jacob Deutsch, in that right-handed batter's box. So he'll jog down to first base. And Lucas Gerke going to get credit for a hit by pitch. And then Lucas Gerke on the season now has 2 hit by pitches. So we'll step back in the rubber, stepping in to hit. We're going to see the leadoff batter once again, Ben Worth. Ben Worth stepping in. He's played in all 7 games. First pitch, outside of ball. Ben Worth, all 7 games. These stats are tabulated today. They are accurate. Ben Worth, 28 plate appearances, 24 at-bats. He's batting .292. Out of the set. Here's the pitch from Gerke. Right down Meridian, strike call, trying to steal second base. They're going to put the tag on him and the ball comes loose. Ball came loose. The tag was going to be good. But I believe Jacob Deutsch, he probably knocked the ball free when he slid into second base. It was not by design. It just happened to happen. So runner at second base is Deutsch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Worth. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. He has a .292 batting average. That's Ben Worth on base percentage of .370. He's got 7 hits on the season. 6 are singles. He has 1 double. 7 RBI. 3 RBI, 7 runs scored. A try pickoff move at second base. Back safely is Deutsch. Ben Worth, as mentioned, 7 runs scored, 3 RBI. He has walked 1 time. Out of the set, check second base. Here's a pitch from Gerke. Outside a ball. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ben Worth, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, steps back in. Ben Worth gets a sophomore. A lot of upside for him. Out of the set, here comes the 3-1. Strike called, lets it go by. Count goes full at 3-2. 3-2 count, stepping back in the rubber, peering in, looking at signals from Jackson Cade. Out of the set position, here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. So he'll set it down swinging, and the Knights get out of the inning. And West Lafayette Red Devils leave 1 aboard. So no runs, 1 left on base, and we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. No score to get back. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Knights got 2 in the bottom half of the first. It's a 2-0 contest after 1.5. And I will also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Thomas Docks. Thomas Docks Incorporated. They have high-quality, custom-built waterfront products and services. Docks, boat lifts, seawalls, dock accessories, marine services, etc. Thomas Docks Incorporated. You can reach them on the web at thomasdocks.com. They're located at 20799 Riverwood Avenue, Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. Thomas Docks, they are locally owned and operated since 1993. You can dial them up by telephone at 317-774-3790. You can call Thomas Knox at 317-774-3790. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or by appointment. We'll mention Thomas Knox. You can choose the company that has the equipment to maintain and service new and existing waterfront projects. They'll work in Indiana. They'll work in Illinois. They'll work in Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, with the capability to work all across the United States. That's Thomas Knox Incorporated. Stepping in to bat for the Knights. Number 10, Lucas, take that back. Back in the box there is Mikey Stapleton. He'll take a first pitch down the third base line out the grass, and it's just foul. Got around on that one very well. That's number 11, Mikey Stapleton. Mikey Stapleton, where's number 11? He's just a sophomore. He's played in all 10 ball games. 5'11", 165, a pitcher and an infielder. 41 plate appearances, 33 at-bats. He's batting .303 in that right-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. Outside the ball. Count goes 1-1. Mikey Stapleton has a .410 on-base percentage. He's got 10 hits. He's got 9 singles, and he has a home run. Here comes the pitch. Going to pop one up on the infield. Going to go out in the grass. His shortstop calling for it, makes the catch. Joe Doty. And there's one out here in the bottom of the second inning. So next batter we're going to see in the batter's box is going to be Isaac Seppinger. Isaac Seppinger, left-handed batter. Had a few good swings there in batting practice. Peering in, looking at singles out of the windup. Both feet on, both feet together. Here's the first pitch to Seppinger. Curveball breaks in there for a strike. Lets it go by. Count goes 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Here comes the pitch from Ben Worth. Upstairs, a ball. Fastball. Has some velocity on that one. Count goes even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. Isaac Seppinger. Isaac Seppinger plays a good outfield for the Knights. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. They'll set him down swinging, and there are 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Next batter to step in for the Knights is going to be the 9-hitter. 9-hitter by design. I tell you what, you'd never know. He's a 9-hitter. Gavin Buttel. He's playing third base, where's number 17. Buttel is playing in all 10 games. 34 plate appearances, 30 at-bats. First pitch to Buttel. Outside edge, strike called. Gavin Buttel batting .400 in that right-handed batter's box. He's got a .455 on-base percentage. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Back to a curveball, misses outside. So Ben Worth on the pitcher's rubber. Gavin Buttel in the batter's box. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. To swing on, you go out of play right side. Count goes 1-2. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You step back in, tap the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here comes the pitch from Worth. Ground ball, third base. Aiden Heap cleans it. It threw across the diamond, and they'll get the put out. Take it back. There was 2 outs on the diamond. And that's the third. And a nice play at first base. Camden Proctor erases a throwing error from Heap, but it never showed up in the book. So after 2 complete, Knights 2, Red Devils 0. And we'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Camino and Company. Camino and Company. On the web, you can find them at Camino-AND-Company.com. Camino and Company, they're in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. Camino and Company, a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the CNC founders. That's 1984 El Camino, which belongs to Carly Elbrett's grandpa, that's V.E. Witham, Carly Elbrecht. She's the winner. She's the owner of Camino and Company. And that business hasn't been in existence too long, but she does a pretty good job. The El Camino we're speaking of is the mascot, basically, of Camino and Company. And it is a 1984 SS. Looks like a Monte Carlo coming at you on the street. And I will mention the goal for Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to the completion of Camino and Company. You can explore the website of Camino and Company. It's Camino-Company.com. Stepping into bat. I'm going to bat the second time. Number 19, Colin Castens. Colin Castens steps in. First pitch from Gerke. You're going to foul one back, and it's going to be playable. Couldn't quite get to it. It was up against the screen. It was up the warning track around behind home plates. Count goes 0-1 to Castens. Castens has played in all 7 ball games. 27 plate appearances, 22 at-bats. He's batting .227 in that right-handed batter's box. Has a .320 on base percentage. He's got 5 hits. Pitch comes in low and away. Ball 1. So number 19, 2-hitter for West Lafayette, Colin Castens. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. He's going to take it to second base. Going to get by the glove. Base hit in the grass for Colin Castens. He gets himself aboard. The base hit to right center. Line shot. Castens, we'll mention, he's a freshman. Freshman by class. I had a classmate. He played as a freshman. He played all 4 years. He played second base his freshman year. He batted .500 as a freshman. Incredible. We're going to outstretch now the set. First pitch swung on. Going to be taken to the left field. Go to the center field, actually. Got a lot of it, and it's going to go out of here. Straight away center field. Number 7, Jack Schaefer. Jack Schaefer going to round the bases with 1 base runner in front of him, and that's Castens. So 2 hits, scores a run. That's the way you play baseball. So the tie ball game, 2-2. West Lafayette put 2 on the board here in the 3rd inning. So next batter going to step in. It's going to be number 16, Lincoln Furry. Lincoln Furry going to step in. 4-hitter for West Lafayette. Here comes a wind and a pitch from Gerke. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. There's nobody out. West Lafayette ties the ball game. I think out here in the 2nd inning. Foul ball out of play. And then count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Peering in, looking at singles. Here comes the wind from Gerke. Outside of ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4-hitter, number 16, Lincoln Furry. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Ground ball, 3rd base, Gavin Butell fields it. Throws across the diamond, gets the put out with Isaac Seppinger. 1 out on the diamond. Next batter going to step in. It's number 9, Joe Doty. Joe Doty, the 5-hitter, playing shortstop in this ball game. Joe Doty, he's played in all 7 games. 24 plate appearances, 19 at-bats. Batting .421 as a right-handed hitter. Pitch comes in, outside edge. Going to call that a strike. Doty didn't believe it, and I don't either. Count goes 0-1. Peering in, looking at signals. Here comes the pitch. Just above the zone. Ball 1. Count goes 1-1. Doty, .421 batting average, .542 on base percentage. He's got 8 hits there, all singles. Breaking pitch in the box. Didn't get the break he wanted. Doty had to get out of the way. Nearly got it. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Working from the windup, Lucas Gerke. Fouled one back to the screen. Count goes even at 2-2. I think I lost track of the innings. Top of the second inning is showing 2-2 ball game. Here comes a wind in the pitch. Short hops the glove. Good block by Jackson Kane. Count goes 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Peering in, looking at Signals. Out of the windup, Lucas Gerke. Here comes the pitch to Doty. Swing and a miss. He'll go down swinging, and the Knights have 2 out. And the West Lafayette Red Devils going to send to the plate. Number 10, 6-hitter, Aiden Heap. Aiden Heap playing third base in today's ball game. He's played in all 7 games. 22 plate appearances, 18 at-bats. First pitch comes in tight, ball 1. Aiden Heap has a batting average of .278. His on-base percentage, .381. He got 5 hits, 4 singles, and he has a double. He'll foul this one off. Count goes 1-1. Aiden Heap, he's got 1 RBI. He has walked 3 times. He's been left on base 14 times this season. Take a swing, base hit to left field. It's going to get the grass. It's going to be thrown in by Keith Brooks. Nice solid stroke base hit from Aiden Heap. Heap's at first base. 2 outs on the diamond. Next batter going to step in. It's going to be Camden Proctor. Camden Proctor playing first base, checking the wristband. Where's number 17? He's played in 5 games. This is number 6. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Healthy cut. Count goes 0-1. Proctor in 5 games, 13 plate appearances, 9 at-bats. On base percentage of .308. Peering in, looking at Signals. Lucas Gerke now out of the set. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Outside the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out. 17, a 7-hitter for West Lafayette. Camden Proctor out of the set. Lucas Gerke, here's the pitch. High for ball 2. Count goes 2-1. Proctor steps back in. His feet are straight away. Left-handed batter's box. Brent Robbins playing him to pull just a bit. They're in center field. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. High for ball 3. Proctor, pretty good sized young man. Probably wouldn't want to make a mistake with him at the plate. 3-1 count. 2 out. Working out of the stretch. Now the set. Here comes the 3-1. Outside half. Lets you go by. Strike called. Count goes 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base. Suppers are going to go back in regular position now. They're not going to hold him on. Out of the set. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Going to set him down swinging. The Knights are out of the inning. And West Lafayette leave 1 runner aboard. That's what I thought. It was the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd, those 2 runs come here in the top of the 3rd inning for West Lafayette. It's a 2-2 ball game. And the Knights will bat in the bottom of the 3rd. Scoreboard had me wondering. It's still showing 2nd inning. Maybe the scoreboard's having difficulty. Scoreboard's been there a while, Coach Board. They had to work on it once in a while. But a nice ball field as they turn the lights on. And the lights are coming to full-fledged here momentarily. And I will mention a little bit about the Knights. Lafayette Central Catholic Knights have a school enrollment of 296. They're in Class 1A, Sectional 54. 6 in that sectional, their sectional, will take place right here at Gordon Lemming Field. In their sectional, alphabetically, is Attica, Covington, Fountain Central, Central Catholic, North Vermilion, and Riverton Park. The principal at Central Catholic High School is Darrell Beck. The athletic director is Tim Bourdonnais. The assistant AD is Charlie Roberts. The athletic trainer is Sarah Igo. Central Catholic High School is located at 2410 South 9th Street, Lafayette, Indiana, 47909. You can reach them by phone at 765-474-2496. On the web, it's lccathletics.com. They're with the colors blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. They are also in the West Division. The Knights are currently 8-2. They are 4-0 in the West Division. Head coach is Coach Tim Bourdonnais. Tim Bourdonnais is a 1987 graduate from Central Catholic High School. Stepping into bat, Hudson Gutwein. Gutwein going to step in. Right-handed batter, Ben Worth. Still on the pitcher's rubber. First pitch. Low for ball one. In the batter's box, Hudson Gutwein. He's played in all 10 games. He got 12 hits. 11 are singles. Second pitch comes in low and inside, ball two. Hudson Gutwein has one double. A step back in. Hudson Gutwein, he's the one hitter for the Knights. Here comes a pitch from Worth. Right down Meridian. Strike called. So 2 balls, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the third inning. So I'm not as crazy as I thought I was. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball in the infield. Midfielder by Heath at third base. They throw across the diamond. He'll get the put out. With Camden Proctor, there's 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. It's a 2-2 ball game. And stepping into bat for the Knights, it's going to be number 10, Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke, 2-hitter for the Knights. He's been there about 3 games now. Hitting the ball well. Here comes the first pitch from Worth. Breaking pitch finished low. A good block by Fisher Trotsky. Ball one. Lucas Gerke steps back in. Junior class member. Here comes the pitch. High, tight. Ball two. Gerke played in all 10 games. 6'1", 170. 36 plate appearances. 23 at-bats. Here comes the pitch. The foul one left side out of play. Left-handed batter Lucas Gerke takes it the other way out of play. Gerke is batting .348 in that left-handed batter's box. He has a .583 on-base percentage. He's got 8 hits. They're all singles. Outside of ball. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lucas Gerke. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Wind's picking up. It's actually blowing out somewhat to right field. Pitch comes in, strike 1, and Gerke going to try to be the umpire and call the pitch. Head down to first base. He picks the bat back up. Home plate umpire called that a strike. 3-2 count. Working from the windup, both feet on. Here comes a pitch from Worth. Swing and a miss. Going to set him down swinging. 2 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Next batter in the lineup. Going to step in. It's going to be number 20, Cade Minnick. Cade Minnick plays right field synonymously for the Knights. Pretty much since his sophomore year. Sophomore campaign. He might not have batted every game, but Coach Bourdonnais knew he could play right field. Stepping in, left-handed batter, Cade Minnick, working from the windup. Left-handed pitcher, Ben Worth. First pitch comes in low and away. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Steps back in, Cade Minnick. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch didn't get the break. Cade Minnick had to kind of bail out for that one. Count goes 2-0. Cade Minnick going to step back in. 361 average for Minnick. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. Going to be off the foot. Going to get him in the batter's box. And home plate umpire calls time immediately. That would have been a bunt type of full swing there out for the pitcher's mound for first base side. Home plate umpire right on top of it calls a foul ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Minnick steps back in. 2-1. Here goes a 2-out pitch. Inside and tight. Ball three. 3-1 count to Minnick. 2 out. Bottom of the third inning, a 2-2 ball game. Steps back in. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. Might be a good pitch. Outside half. Lets it go by. Strike called. Not sure about the elevation of the plate there. But this called strike. Here's the 3-2. Fouled back to the screen. Nice cut by Minnick. He'll stay in the box again with the 3-2 count. Cade Minnick, 3-2 count. Got a .452 on base percentage. Peering in, looking at Sickles. Ben Worth, here comes the 3-2. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. Nice breaking pitch from Worth. Gets West Lafayette out of the inning. The Knights get nobody on base. No errors committed. Knights come up empty. The bottom of the third. It's a 2-2 ball game here at Central Catholic. Knights and the Red Devils. We'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by PutMeInSports.com. That's internet radio sports since 2008. Happy to support education-based high school varsity sports. Baseball in the spring. Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. Football in the fall. Tipton Blue Devils. Football, basketball in the winter. Tipton Blue Devils. Boys basketball. We do thank you for tuning in. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Century 21. When you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 20-plus years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or a real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message. Her number is 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. Stepping into bat, step in, Red Devils. First batter going to bat here at the top of the fourth. Going to be the 8-hitter, number 14, Fisher Trotsky. Fisher Trotsky is the catcher. First pitch from Gerke. Right across the dish, thigh high, strike called. No balls, one strike. Trotsky steps back in. Here comes the pitch from Gerke. Outside the ball. Breaking pitch, finished away. Might have been a slider. Not a full-fledged curveball. Steps back in, Trotsky. Out of the windup, Gerke. Here's the 1-1. Outside edge, strike called. Nicely placed by Gerke. He'll step back on the rubber. Peering in, looking for signals. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, foul ball. Jackson couldn't quite hold it. Might have got the dirt there. So he'll stay in the box. Again, Fisher Trotsky going to bat in the box right there. Working the windup. Lucas Gerke, here's the pitch. Outside edge, strike called. There's one out. So they throw the ball around the infield. Next batter for the Red Devils going to step in. That's number 8, Jacob Deutsch. Jacob Deutsch going to step in. He's played in all 7 games, 21 plate appearances, 16 at-bats. He got a 300 on-base percentage. Pitch jumps in, strike called. Deutsch will mention on the season. Deutsch has scored 2 runs, 2 RBI, and he's walked twice. Next pitch comes in low. I think they call that a ball. Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike. And stepping back on the rubber is Lucas Gerke. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Third base, Trying to make the play there. Gavin Buttel going to get underneath the glove. And reaching first base on air is Jacob Deutsch. So the next batter going to step in going to be the one-hitter. He's the only leadoff batter from this ball game. Ben Worth. Ben Worth still the pitcher of record. Ben Worth going to step in. He played in all 7 games. 28 plate appearances, 24 at-bats. Working from the stretch, now the set. Lucas Kirky. The first pitch to Worth is outside, ball 1. Ben Worth is batting .292 in that left-handed batter's box, .370 on base percentage. 7 hits, 6 singles. He has a double. We're going to now stretch, now set, pickoff move, first base. Nice little fling move right there by Lucas Kirky. That's a good pickoff move. Back safely that time. Runner aboard, 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside edge, might be an outside half. Strike called. 7 o'clock straight up on the wristwatch. This game just an hour deep. So what a Benton Central ball game. One of them, I think the first one over there took 3 hours. And there was no delay, no lightning over there. Out of the set, here comes the pitch from Kirky. Going to be timeout. Timeout called in that left-handed batter's box by Ben Worth. Timeout is granted. It's a long time to stare. But I probably wouldn't take my hands off the bat for timeout. I'd call timeout verbally in case the pitch comes in. Not granted. Swing and miss outside. They're going to throw him out at second base. So they try to steal. The nice throw him out. Jackson Kane with a frozen rope to second base. I believe that was Gutwein made the tag. So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Stepping back in. 1-2 count to Ben Worth. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and take one to left field. Got some air under it. And Keaton Brooks dives forward and makes the catch. Keaton Brooks, that's a good catch in left field. A lot of batters would have thought they were going to make it to first on a hit like that. So the Knights get out of the inning. And the Knights are going to bat in the bottom of the 4th. It's still a 2-2 ball game here at Central Catholic High School. And we'll also mention, bringing you this contest is your home away from home. Do you sometimes wonder how relaxing it would be to take your family to Florida, but you don't have a place to stay? Well, you can enjoy that home away from home in Davenport, Florida. Enjoy a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath, spacious town home with a private pool. Available for short-term and long-term stays. Davenport, Florida is a vacation destination in northeastern Polk County. Close proximity to the Walt Disney theme park in Orlando, Florida. And if you enjoy the warm sand and the sunny beaches, just 90 minutes separate you from Cocoa Beach, Clearwater Beach, Daytona Beach, and New Smyrna beaches. You and your family could jump on a plane or hop in a car. When you get to Davenport, Florida, there you are. And the sun's coming out, glistening on the diamond. To inquire, you can direct your emails to 353-Captiva@gmail.com. Again, that's 353-Captiva@gmail.com. Just to be safe, that's 353-CAPTIVA@gmail.com. Stepping into bat for the Knights. Bottom of the 4th inning, it's going to be Brent Robbins. Brent Robbins playing center field in today's ball game. He's going to step in right into the batter's box. Where's number 33? He's a senior, 5'10", 195. He's played in all 10 ball games. First pitch from Worth. High for ball 1. Brent Robbins has 39 plate appearances, 32 at-bats. He's batting an average of .438 in that right-handed batter's box. Second pitch, he'll take a drive to center field. He's going to back up the center fielder, going to get over his head. He's going to roll back just in front of the warning track, and Bren Robbins has a double to lead off the bottom of the fourth. So Bren Robbins picks up a double. Bren Robbins, we'll mention, that's double number 2 on the season. That's hit number 15. He's got 13 singles and now 2 doubles. So set to step in, go to bat, is Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane, 5-hitter. Runner at second base is Bren Robbins. Got himself there legitimately. Here comes the first pitch from Worth. Outside edge, strike call. Jackson Kane, he's listed at 5'10", 195. Step back in. Darnell looking at singles. Now out of the set. Here comes the pitch from Ben Worth to Jackson Kane. Back for a curveball, just misses. Pretty good placement there. That was close. Left-handed backdoor curveball against Jackson Kane, the righty. 1-1 kill. Nobody out. First batter in the lineup got to second base on a double. That's Bren Robbins. Here comes the pitch. Strike called outside half. 1-2 count. Step back in. Jackson Kane up that knob. Took up about an inch off the knob. Darnell looking at singles. Now the set position. Check second base. Here comes a 1-2. High for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Like the softball game's over. Some of them are walking around here. Out of the set, here comes the 2-2. Foul back to the screen. 2-2 count once again. Jackson Kane. He's going to step back in that right-handed batter's box. Center fielder Jack Schaefer playing him to push the ball to right field. Out of the set. Here comes the 2-2 again. Foul ball back to the screen. He'll stay in the box again with a 2-2 count. Home plate umpire about out of baseballs. So he pockets a couple. 2-2 count, steps back in. Jackson Kane. Ben Worth out of the stretch. Now the set. Check second. Here's the 2-2. Outside ball 3. 3-2 count. Jackson Kane, nobody out. Bren Robbins at second base. On deck is Keaton Brooks. Out of the set, Ben Worth. Here comes the pitch. He'll take a drive to left field. Got a lot of it. Going to back up the left fielder and make the catch right there by the warning track. And Jackson Kane drives another one to left field. This one's going to be caught. So 1 out. Jackson Kane getting a lot of that sweet spot on that baseball bat. It's just a matter of time. So 1 out. Brent Robbins still at second base. Stepping in for the Knights. It's number 34, Keaton Brooks. Keaton Brooks has played in all 10 games. Left-handed batter's box. Out of the set. Here's the pitch from Worth. Outside ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Step back in. I believe that's some West Lafayette softball team coming over to cheer for the Red Devils at the bleachers. Out of the set, here comes a 1-0 pitch from Worth to Keaton Brooks. Outside edge, strike call. Count goes even at 1-1. Mikey Stapleton is on deck for the Knights. Modest lead there at second base for Bren Robbins. Out of the set, pickoff move, close one. He's back safely. They tried the nonchalant, then they put the good flip move to second base. That was a nice pickoff effort by Ben Worth. And hovering around second base was Joe Doty. Trying to put the tag on him. Back safely is Bren Robbins. Back in the stretch. Ben Worth, now the set position. He'll look at second. Here comes, look at second again. Here's the pitch. Going to take it back up the middle. Keaton Brooks going to drop in a base hit. Round at third base, Ben Robbins He's going to score at the plate. They're going to cut it with the first baseman, Camden Proctor. And Keaton Brooks has a base hit and an RBI. Keaton Brooks picks up RBI number 4 on the season. And then Keaton Brooks picks up base hit number 4 also. So stepping into bat, we're going to see Mikey Stapleton. Wind's picking up a little bit. Felt a little bit of a cold wind there. Kind of like the sky's going to brew up some rain. We hope not. So 1 out of set, Ben Worth. Mikey Stapleton, right-handed batter's box. He'll drive one to third base. Going to get by the glove of Abe Heap. Going to go into left field. Going to be a base hit off the glove of Mikey Stapleton. They're going to toss it back in from left field. So next batter to step in for the Knights is going to be Isaac Seppinger. Isaac Seppinger wears number 41. First, there's going to be a timeout on the field. Coach Aaron Wood is going to call timeout. He's going to walk out. He's going to talk with his infield near the pitcher's rubber. And again, we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention this game is also, in parts, being brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. That's ReynoldsFarmEquipment.com. Since 1955, your local Central Indiana equipment dealer, serving customers and the community since 1955. Reynolds Farm Equipment, that's family owned and operated. Reynolds Farm Equipment supplies farmers, landscapers, contractors, and homeowners of Central Indiana with a full line of new and used John Deere products. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're open Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon. They are closed on Sunday. Stepping in, Isaac Seppinger. Runners at first and second base for the Knights. 1 out. First pitch to Seppinger. He'll square to bunt. He'll put a bunt down. Third base, Heap's going to field it. He'll throw across the diamond. Couldn't make the play at first base. Camden Proctor. Throw was in the dirt. A difficult play to make. And Seppinger makes it to second base, but he's going to reach on air, but he'll get an RBI as Keith Brooks comes in to score. So Mikey Stapleton at third base, stepping into bat, Gavin Boutel. So 2 runners aboard for the Knights. Second base and third base, Seppinger and Stapleton stepping in, Gavin Boutel. Pitching out of the stretch, he'll step off the back, Ben Worth. He'll step back in. Gavin Boutel, he's a senior. 10 games he's participated in all. 34 appearances at the plate. 30 official at-bats. First pitch to Boutel is outside, ball 1. Gavin Boutel, as mentioned, he's batting an even 400 entering this ball game. Look at 10 ball games, batting 400. That's quite amazing. He'll step back in, right-handed batter facing the lefty, Ben Worth. Ben Worth still pitching. Here in the bottom of the 4th, here's the pitch. Outside a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. To Boutel, he's looking at singles. Coach Bortney at third base. Gavin Boutel, 455 on base percentage. He's got 12 hits. They're all singles. Out of the set, here comes the pitch to Boutel. High and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, Knights have 2 runs in here in the 4th. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. High for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Coach Aaron Wood going to walk out again. He's going to call in a relief pitcher. And they're going to bring in the center fielder. I believe Ben Worth is going to go out and play center field. He pretty much owns that territory for West Lafayette. Quite a short center fielder is Ben Worth. So Coach Aaron Wood compliments the gentleman. Ben Worth, he's going to jog in, might change a glove there. Might get a bigger girth in that glove, a longer girth for the pocket for a center field position. So he's going to bring in a relief pitcher. And then we'll try to capture that number, tell you a little bit about that gentleman. So you're going to get warmed up right there. And then Coach Aaron Wood going to talk with the home plate umpire, get his stenographer's pad correct. And yes, they're going to bring in the center fielder, Jack Schaefer. Jack Schaefer now going to do the pitching for West Lafayette. We'll talk a little bit about Jack Schaefer. This is appearance number 3 for Mr. Schaefer. He's 1 win, no losses. He has the only win thus far in the early season for West Lafayette. He's pitched 5 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits. He's given up 6 runs, but 0 of those runs were earned. He has walked 2 batters. He has struck out 5, and he's pitched 2. Batters faced, he's faced 30 total pitches. Entering this appearance, he's thrown 98 pitches. And then while pitching, they've stolen 4 bases while he was on the pitcher's mound. So they're going to ask the defenders, infield, to go back in regular positions. Maybe one more toss there if he wants it. He's not going to take it. So stepping in, we're going to see Hudson Gutwine, the one-hitter for the Knights, going to step into bat. Bases are loaded. Each base occupied by the Knights. There's 1 out. Stepping in, Hudson Gutwine. Right-handed pitcher is going to be Jack Schaefer. Jack Schaefer in the ball game had a 2-run home run. He's the man. Has the 2 RBI. Here comes the first pitch from Schaefer. Short hop. Pretty good velocity. You can tell he can bring it. Has a good block outside the plate, right side by Trotsky. So 1 ball, no strikes to Gutwine. Peering in, looking at signals. Is Schaefer out of the set. Here comes the 1-0. Right across the dish. Might have been a bit tall. Strike called, outside edge. Count goes 1-1. 1-1 count, 1 out. Bases loaded. Relief pitcher in the ball game for West Lafayette is Jack Schaefer. Here's the pitch. Going to get by the catcher, Trotsky. The ball was in the dirt. Probably going to go in the book as a wild pitch. Trotsky had a difficult time. That was going to be tough for anyone. Coming in to score from third base for the Knights is Mikey Stapleton. Knights have 3 runs in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stepping back in, Hudson Gutwine. 2 balls, 1 strike. The infield is in for West Lafayette with 1 out. Out of the set. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Outfield is in also. They're pretty shallow. Hudson Gutwine, if he could get a good hand over fist swing right here, he probably out-hit the outfield. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He's going to take one to right center. Trying to make the play, going to bounce once. Ben Worth picks it up, throws to the plate. Scoring before the throw gets there is 41, Isaac Seppinger. It's going to be a single and an RBI, and Hudson Gutwine takes second base on the throw to the plate. The Knights have a runner at second and third base. So next batter going to step in. It's going to be Lucas Gerke. Left-handed batter's box. Signals given from Coach Bourdonnais. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter's box. Right-handed pitcher, Jack Schaefer. Here's the pitch. Outside half, strike call. Fastball, he's topping the glove of Fisher Trotsky. Peering in, looking at signals. No-nonsense pitcher right there, Jack Schaefer. You don't spend much time walking around the mound area. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch, backdoor curveball, misses high. We'll step right back in. Step in, tapping the plate, far and near. Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter. 2 aboard, second and third. Pitch comes in. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Lucas Gerke going to step back in. Lucas Gerke batting .348 on the season. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on, ground ball. Home first. Works to play to first base. Coming in to didn't get a full-fledged slide made right there. He's going to be cut down at the plates. Play made at first base on the ground ball. Camden Proctor throws it home. And Sarah Igo is going to be on the field here, second on the base runner. And we'll hope the best for him. Took a pretty good hit right there. Catcher had the baseball, had the right to block the plate because he had the baseball. If he didn't have that baseball, there'd be a different situation happening right now. So here, check on him. And, Sarah Igo, athletic trainer for the Knights. But basically, it's about the first time a trainer has been needed. Gavin Buttel is going to go from a laying down position. He'll at a seated position now, right there near the right-handed batter's box. Checking on him, Coach Bordnay right there. Home plate umpire right there. Cade Minnick, he'll bat next. He's pretty much outside the dirt areas, just right there on the carpet. It says Knights around home plates on a knee. So Gavin Buttel going to help him to his feet. He gets a good hand clap from both fan bases. And Gavin Buttel, they'll check on him in the dugout. Gavin Buttel might be done with his game today. But you know, he wants to play. You know, he'll be back. No question. Well, hope the best for him. And I'm stepping in. 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Knights, first and third. Stepping in, Caden Minnick. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set. First pitch to Minnick. Outside and tall, ball 1. Pitcher Trotsky thought he might have been trying to steal second base. Came out of that crouch as if it was almost a pitch out. So going to get a lead there at first base, third base. Runners on the corners for the Knights. Stepping back in, Caden Minnick. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch is Jack Schaefer. Now out of the set. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Nope, pickoff move. Going to try the 31. It almost worked. 31 move. That's where he steps towards third. That left foot comes all the way off the right foot comes all the way off the rubber. And he turns right around and throws it quickly back to first base. But no tag, nothing doing this time. Outside edge, strike called. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Caden Minnick, 1 foot in the box, 1 foot out. He'll step in now. Signals given by Coach Borden. He might be on his horse. Checking first base out of the stretch. Now the set. And here comes the pitch. He's going to stay put at first base. Pitch comes in outside, a ball. Trotsky was again thinking he might be stealing. Was ready to throw the baseball to second base. So, peering in out of the stretch, looking at signals. Jack Schaefer now out of the set position. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Minnick. Going to float one to left field. Calling for is going to be the left fielder, and he's going to make the catch. Shortstop Joe Doty said he could get it, but the left fielder calls him off. And he's got the right to do so. So there are 3 outs here in the inning. And the Knights pick up 4 in the bottom of the 4th. After 4 complete, Knights 6, Red Devils 2. And again, we thank you for tuning in. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Arcadia Industrial Park and Storage. It's in Arcadia, Indiana. Indoor, outdoor storage, flex storage availability. You can call to reserve space for that safe and secure storage space location. indoor storage for your boats, RVs, or your precious automobile. Could be a Corvette, could be a Mercedes, a Jaguar, a Lexus, etc. Or outdoor storage always available. To contact Arcadia Industrial Park and Self-Storage, simply go online at www.aipsindiana.com. Again, that's aipsindiana.com, or call by phone at 317-774-1500. Again, their number is 317-774-1500. So taking some warm-up tosses. Right there is Lucas Gerke. The sun is shining. Sun's shining pretty good on the outfield. It's got some shade right there, tree area around. And I'm getting some warm-up tosses. Lucas Gerke out on the diamond. So they're getting ready to bat here in the top of the fifth inning. First batter is going to be number 19, Colin Castens. Colin Castens, right-handed batter's box, two-hitter. Plays left field. Made a good play in left field for that final catch. The bottom of the fourth. He's going to foul one off his own body right there in the box. Got him in the lower leg, that left lower leg. A foul ball. So no balls, one strike. Nobody out. Outfield playing straight away for Colin Castens. Here comes the pitch from Gerke. Swung on, ground ball. Be fielded by Mikey Stapleton at second base. Quick throw to first base, and Seppinger gets the put out. There's one out here in the top of the fifth inning. Next batter going to step in, Jack Schaefer. As mentioned, he owns the 2 RBI that's on the scoreboard. Home run to straightaway center field. And that was back in the bottom of the, I think back in the top of the third. Here comes the pitch. Outside the ball. Lucas Gerke doing the pitching, right-handed pitcher facing the righty batter, Jack Schaefer. Here comes the 1-0. Inside and tight, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the fifth, going to call timeout in the batter's box, granted by the home plate umpire. He'll step back in, Jack Schaefer. Here comes the wind in the pitch. Fly one to right field. It was a rocket going to go out of play. Right over the plate there in the bullpen area. It was a rocket. Didn't get too tall off the ground. He'll step back in, 2-1 count to Schaefer. Here's the pitch from Gerke. Inside a ball. Count goes 3-1. Jack Schaefer might see his best pitch of the at-bat, but you don't want to make a mistake again. Pitch comes in. Lets it go by. It's going to be a ball. That was borderline. Sometimes if the umpire makes a call and it's behind, then it's difficult. But if you see a pitch come in, and if you don't make the call within half a second, you can't really come back and call it a strike. About a couple seconds go by. That was a good pitch. Working out stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch from Gerke. Stepping in the batter's box, 16, Lincoln Furry. And they're going to get the out at second base and first base, double play ball. And the Knights get out of the inning. So no runs, they leave nobody on base. And the Knights are going to bat in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's a 6-2 ball game. Knights in front. And I will also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Sign Production. A business with a good sign is a sign of good business. Computer-generated, painted, and sandblasted signs, billboard advertising, large format signage, vehicle graphics and lettering, banners and window lettering. Sign Production since 1985. You can dial them up by telephone at 317-946-2424. Again, that number is 317-946-2424. Signed production west of Arcadia, about 3.5 miles. So they're going to throw one down here momentarily. They get final warm-up tosses right here on the diamond. 6-2 ball game. Last night, it was a little bit different. I got to mention, lightning delay last night. I think it was in the 4th inning. Lightning delay. They mandatory 30 minutes from each strike of the bolts out in the sky. And then if you get another bolt of lightning, then you start the 30 minutes over again. They went with the 30-minute bolt to happen, I think, in the second one. And 30 minutes, they took about 35 minutes off. Got warmed up again and played the remainder of the ball game last night at West Lafayette. So stepping into bat here in the bottom of the 5th is going to be the 4-hitter for the Knights, number 33, Bren Robbins. Bren Robbins is going to bat. He got a .438 batting average. His on-base percentage is an even .500. So he got been on base about half the time. Stepping in, right-handed batter. Peering in, looking at signals. Jack Schaefer out of the windup. Here comes the first pitch to Robbins. He'll foul one back. And it got up here in the box with me. Almost made a catch. But that's about as close as Ben Mazur's pitch got to me when he fouled one back last year. So peering in, looking at signals. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch finishes high above the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The ball's laying right down here, right side of the stool. I'll pick it up, throw back in. Here comes a 1-1 pitch from Schaefer. He'll take one, he'll drive it to left center. Going to get a lot of it. He's going to make it to the warning track and bounce up against the Mecco's sign, red sign in left center. And Bren Robbins going to end up at second base. And then Bren Robbins going to end up at second with his second double in this ball game. He now has 3 on the season. The next batter going to step in. It's going to be Jackson Kane. So steps in, working from the stretch. Out of the set, here's a pitch, going to squirt a bunt. Jackson Kane pulls the bat back. It's high for ball 1. No balls, 1 strike. Jackson Kane going to look at signals. Very few given. He'll step in. Working from the stretch, Jack Schaefer. Runner at second base. Bren Robbins got there by courtesy of a double. Out of the set, here comes the pitch, going to squirt a bunt. Inside tight for a ball. Jackson Kane had to absolutely get out of the way of that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Peering in, looking at signals. Jack Schaefer. Jackson Kane, right-handed batter's box. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Schaefer to Kane. He squirt a bunt again. Pulled the bat back and called a strike. That ball was a bit upstairs. Jackson pulled the bat back. He calls it a strike. Count goes 2-1. And modest lead there at second base. Joe Doty going to hold him on. Might have a timing play again. Don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Out of the set, here's the pitch. Going to squirt a bunt. Puts the bunt down. First baseline, just foul. Going to be just foul. Rolled across that chalk. And I should say paint. Rolls across that paint. Just foul. And Jackson Kane would have likely had an infield hit with that bunt. So count goes 2-2. Bren Robbins back to second base. Coach Bournet working his small ball. You never know when you'll need that small ball in a ball game. Today, evidently, is one of those ball games. Working from the stretch. Now the set position, check second base. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Kane. Kane calls timeout. A lot of concentration time. Schaefer in the set position, checks second base a couple of times. And by that time, Jackson Kane, tired of concentrating, calls time, and it's granted. He steps back in. 2-2 count. That scoreboard getting tough to read. That sun is shining on it. Check second base. Here comes the 2-2. Outside edge, strike called. And you'll walk back to the dugout. Keaton Brooks going to be the next batter. Keaton Brooks going to step in. 1 out. Left-handed batter's box. Keaton Brooks, right-handed pitcher. Jack Schaefer came on in relief about an inning and a half ago. Here comes the pitch. Going to drive one out of play left side from the left-handed bat of Keaton Brooks. So Brooks going to step back in. Left-handed batter's box at second base for the Knights is Brent Robbins. Bearing in looking at signals. Jack Schaefer now out of the set. Checks second base. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Foul tip in the glove. Caught by Trotsky. Didn't make much of a difference on strike 2. So stepping back in. Keaton Brooks, 0-2 count. 1 out. Robbins at second base. Out of the set, Jack Schaefer checks second. Here comes the pitch. Inside and low for a ball. So Keaton Brooks going to step back in. Modest lead at second base. Brent Robbins. Peering looking at signals. Out of the set, checks second base. Checks again. Here's the pitch. Takes a wave at it. Outside, strike 3. So we'll walk back to the dugout. There are 2 out on the diamond. Brendan Robbins at second base. Stepping into bat, Mikey Stapleton. Number 11, Mikey Stapleton, playing the second base position in this ball game. Working out a stretch. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Outside the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Knights have some bullpen activity down there. The sun's shining so much on the pitcher's mound. You got to block the sun so you can see. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. The 1-0 pitch to Stapleton. High upstairs. Ball 2. Some chin music, they say. And Mikey Stapleton gets out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes. There's activity in the bullpen down the third baseline down there for the bullpen of the West Lafayette Red Devils. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch finishes way upstairs. Had to jump to get it. And Trotsky saved a base by picking that one off above his head. Count goes 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 out. Brent Robbins at second base. Been there a while here in the bottom of the 5th. Out of set. Checks second base. Here's the 3-0. Inside and tight, ball 4. Mikey Stapleton. Pretty active in that right-handed batter's box, and he didn't even swing the bat. Trying to protect himself, and did so. So stepping into bat. After Stapleton, number 41, Isaac Seppinger. Seppinger at the first base position as of record. Out of set. Checks second. First pitch to Isaac. Gonna foul one back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Numbers are difficult to read on the scoreboard. That sun shining nicely. Out of set position. Jack Schaefer. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball, double hit. Gonna hit the dirt and back up off his body. Foul ball. There's a 0-2 count to Seppinger. Gonna tighten those batting gloves up just a bit. Step back in. Runners at first and second base for the Knights. Mikey Stapleton at first. Brent Robbins at second. Out of the set. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside a ball, stealing third base on the pitch. Safe at third is Bryn Robbins. And Aiden Heap trying to make the tag there. Heap might have taken a little bit of a brunt there. He's going to check on himself. He's still in a crouched position at third base. A little bit of a collision. And I hope that Aiden Heap is okay. Did some pitching last night in the ball game. Played a lot of third base. And Coach Aaron Wood checking on him right now. And Bryn Robbins comes up with a stolen base. He has 5 stolen bases on the season, Bryn Robbins. He's been caught stealing 1 time. So Aiden Heap going to walk to his feet. He's going to take a walk down the third baseline out towards left field. Sarah Igo is on hand right there. She's out on the field, but she's not going to walk close to him if it's unnecessary. And she was just there because she's good. So I'm going to walk that off. Aiden Heap going to stay there at third base. Bryn Robbins going to run at third base. Staying put at first base is Mikey Stapleton. Stepping back in, Isaac Seppinger with a 1-2 count. Ball's made live. Here we go. Working from the stretch. Now the set. Taking off early. He did step off early. And I guess they're going to call a balk. Not sure what the balk was. I thought Jack Schaefer stepped back off with his right foot first. He didn't move that left foot. They're going to talk about it. Home plate umpire. But he stepped back. Maybe it was his hand action. I don't know. I didn't see that part. I was watching his feet when Mikey stepped off early to go towards second. I was watching Jack Schaefer's feet. The home plate umpire called the balk. And he's gonna show Aaron Wood that yes, he moved his hands in such a way. He didn't see that, but he did, and he's getting paid, and he has a pretty good license that takes effort to get, but not too much if you want to be an official umpire. Hurry out and get it done. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. High for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So another run comes in. Knights have 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 7-2 contest. Knights in front. Runner at second base. Here comes a 2-2. Outside a ball. West Lafayette side thought that might have been a strike. They saw the profile view. They didn't see how wide the plate was. It's 17 inches, but umpires will give you 22 inches of ball each side of the plate, plus a little bit. Here comes the pitch. Outside edge, strike call. So Isaac Seppinger will jog back to the dugout in disbelief of a hittable pitch inside the plate. But the Knights pick up 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. West Lafayette going to bat in the top of the 6th. It's a 7-2 contest. Knights in front. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto LLC. That's in Arcadia, Indiana. It's west of town, about a mile. AGM Auto, they have a brand new place to work right there. It's nice. I get my truck worked on there. I should say my oil changes. I hope I don't ever need to get it worked on. But we'll mention that's 266th Street in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM Auto. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need of the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. A second type of service offered at AGM Auto is classic car and classic truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and is covered up with a tarp, AGM has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty of each and every restoration project they begin. You can call them at 317-984-5283. That's 317-984-5283. On Facebook, you'll find him at AGM Auto, LLC. Doing the pitching now for the Knights is number 11, Mikey Stapleton. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 165. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings. This is appearance number 4. He's faced 31 batters, thrown 113 pitches. In first pitch to number 9, Joe Doty, is a swing and a miss. He's working from a stretch, nobody on, primarily a relief pitcher. Next pitch comes in low for ball 1. Mikey Stapleton has a record of 1 win, 1 loss. He's got 1 save with 1 save opportunity. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Inside, going to be hit by pitch. So jogging down to first base is the 5-hitter, number 9, Joe Doty. And Mikey Stapleton going to pick up his first hit by pitch in the season. He's given up 1 run. It was not earned. He's walked 6. He's now hit 1 batter. And he struck out 7. And 3 of those strikeouts went down looking. So right-handed batter's box going to step in, Aiden Heap. Aiden Heap playing third base for Coach Aaron Wood. Here comes a pitch low for ball 1. Mikey Stapleton doing the pitching for the Knights. Sophomore class, 5'11", 165. He enjoys the football field too. Out of the set, here comes the 1-0 pitch to Heap. Fouled back, he'll hit the screen. 1-1 count. Aiden Heap bats in the 6th position. Aiden Heap has played in all 7 games. His batting average is .278. On base percentage is .381. Aiden Heap, right-handed batter's box. Here comes the 1-1, swing and a miss. Taking off for second base. Jackson Kane makes a throw, and he's going to cut him down at second base. Not much of a signal right there by the infield umpire, but I guess it's an out. So, count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Heap. Bases are empty. 1 out. Out of the set, Mikey Stapleton is going to step back off. Not sure how that step off was. Looked like a left foot step off. You can still balk. A balk can be called with nobody on base. The penalty would be a ball on the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside of ball. Count goes 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. West Lafayette batting in the top of the 6th inning. Out of the set, here's the pitch. Another hit by pitch. And Aiden Heap is getting beat up just a bit in this ball game. So he's going to jog to first base. He's going to walk on past it. And then he's a pinch runner for Heap. Coach Aaron Wood going to allow Heap to jog off the field. And running out to do the running is going to be number 35, senior athlete Mason Follis. Mason Follis. So he's at first base now doing the running for Heap. Heap going to pick up his glove, get ready for third base action in the bottom half. Peering in, looking at signals. Mikey Stapleton, left-handed batter's box. Camden Proctor, pitch comes in outside of ball. Going to get a ball exchange right there. Jackson Kane, the umpire, going to throw this one out of play. That might have been the baseball that was up here. It's pretty dingy. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball's live. Peering in, looking at signals. Mikey Stapleton, out of the set. Checks first base over the shoulder. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Timeout on the diamond. Coach Bourdonnais going to walk out and talk with his infield. There at the pitcher's mound. And I will also mention this game is in part being brought to you by FritzandFishers.com. FritzandFishers.com. They buy, they sell, they trade, and they'll help you to finance your automobile. Quality cars, trucks, and SUVs. Preferred low mileage and one-owner automobiles. They have 2 Hamilton County locations. One is in Fishers at 8599 East 116th Street. You can dial them there at 317-842-2228. Their second location is Noblesville along State Road 32 between Noblesville and Westfield. You can dial them there at 317-773-2232. Stepping in to bat, Camden Proctor. 2 balls, no strikes. Working out a stretch, Mikey Stapleton. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Outside and low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Knights using their 3rd pitcher in the ball game. West Lafayette with their 2nd pitcher in their ball game. Out of the set, here comes the 3-0. Low for ball 4. So Proctor jogs down to first base. Jogging over to second base is 35 Mason Ballas. So stepping into bat is number 14, the catcher, Fisher Trotsky. Checks that wristband. 2 runners aboard, first and second base. Out of the set, Stapleton checks second. Here's the first pitch. Outside half, knee high, called strike. So Fisher Trotsky checking signals, checking the wristband. Right-handed batter's box. We're now a stretch, now it's set. Here comes the pitch from Stapleton. Short hops the glove, Jackson Kane. There's going to be no advancement on the base pads. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second base. Red Devils batting. The top of the 6th inning. Out of the set. Look second base. Here comes the pitch from Stapleton. Outside edge. Strike called. 1-2 count to the catcher, Fisher Trotsky. Batting in the 8th position for Coach Wood. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch, check second base. Now the set. Check second again. Here comes the 1-double pickoff move. Didn't make the throw. Steps back in the rubber. Mikey Stapleton. Peers in, looks at signals, looks at second, looks at signals. Out of the stretch. Now the set position. Check second base. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. They're setting down looking. So Mikey Stapleton picks up a strikeout. And strikeout number 8. 4th time they've gone down looking. 2 outs on the diamond. Runners at first and second. Stepping in, Jacob Deutsch, right fielder. He'll take one out of play right side. Top of the concession stand. Count goes 0-1. So the runner's going to jog back. Occupy their bases. Proctor not even going to tag up. They say you're supposed to tag up. I think it's in the book, but I don't think there's a penalty if you do not. And that's a fact. That's unbelievable. Anyway, first and second base. Working from the stretch. Now the set. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to Deutsch. Deutsch going to go down the count. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Probably a little bit brisk out there. Home plate umpire has a long sleeve blue jersey or blue shirt on. A short sleeve for the infield umpire. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He'll go down swinging. Mikey Stapleton will get recorded 2 strikeouts in the half inning. The Red Devils come up with no runs here in the top of the 6th. At the end of 5.5, it's a 7-2 contest. Knights in front. And I will also mention this game is in parts Being brought to you by Thomas Docks Incorporated. Thomas Docks, high quality, custom built, waterfront products and services. Docks, boat lifts, seawalls, dock accessories, marine services, etc. Thomas Docks Incorporated. You can reach them on the web at thomasdocks.com. You can find them at 20799 Riverwood Avenue, Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. Thomas Docks, they are locally owned and operated since 1993. You can reach them by phone at 317-774-3790. Again, Thomas Docks, 317-774-3790. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or by appointment. Thomas Docks, you can choose the company that has the equipment to maintain and service new and existing waterfront projects. They'll work in Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, with capabilities to work all across the United States. Stepping into bat, bottom of the sixth inning for the Knights, number 17, Gavin Boutel. He's a 9-hitter playing third base in the ballgame, working from the windup, first pitch from Schaefer. Outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Gavin Boutel played in all 10 games. 6 foot, 150. Here comes the second pitch from Schaefer. Strike called. Outside edge. Count goes even at 1-1. Boutel batting an even 400. 455 on base percentage. Pitch comes in tight in the box there with him. Count goes 2-1. Had to get out of the way. Mission accomplished. Got out of the way. Count goes 2-1. Here comes a wind and a pitch from Schaefer. Swung on, ground ball. Shortstop, Joe Doty. To throw across the diamond, but not in time. Gavin Boutel going to reach base. Probably going to go as a hit in the book. Infield hit for Boutel. He beats it out. So next batter going to step in for the Knights. Number 9, Hudson Gutwine. Gutwine going to step in. Looking at signals. Gutwine, just a junior class member. He's batting .387. .512 on base percentage. Out of the set, Jack Schaefer. First pitch to Gutwine. Breaking pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. 1 aboard for the Knights' second batter. In the bottom of the 6th at the plate. That's Hudson Gutwine. Working out a stretch. Pickoff move. He throws it away. It's going to go up into foul fence. Going to get loose. Boutel's going to round second base, and he's going to make it safely to third base. So Gavin Boutel was on his horse, made it into third base, rounded second, looking for signals. Coach Bourdonnais waving him on. So runner at third base is Boutel. And in the batter's box, Hudson Gutwine has a 1-0 count. Jack Schaefer going to pitch from the windup with a guy on third base. Here comes a wind and the pitch. High and tight for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Steps back in, Gutwine. Peering in, looking over the glove. The infield is in. Here comes the pitch. This comes in low and inside. Ball 3. 3-0 count. Gutwine might have the green light. I'm not sure. Wait, with infield in. Here comes the pitch. Pitch comes in right across the dish. Strike called. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the windup, here comes the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. So Gutwine jogs down to first base. And next batter going to step in. It's going to be to Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke going to step in. He's the 2-hitter for the Knights. Looking at signals. Now he'll step in. Lucas Gerke, also a junior class member. Working from the stretch. Now the set. Jack Schaefer. Here comes the pitch. High and away. Ball one. No throw made at second base. That's Hudson Gutwein takes second base. Runners at second and third base. Bottom of the sixth inning. 7-2 contest. Knights in front. Batting with no outs. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. We get off the catcher's mask. Home plate umpire checks on him. Make sure he's all right. Trotsky says, yes, I'm okay. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at second and third. Gavin Boutel is at third base. Hudson Gutwein at second. In the batter's box, Lucas Gerke. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch finishes just above the zone. Jack Schaefer wanted to know where that was at. So let's step back in the rubber. 2-1 count to Gerke. Infield is in. They're all on the lip of the grass. Here comes the pitch. Low for a ball. Count goes 3-1. 3-1 count. No signals given. Lucas Gerke going to step back in. Lucas Gerke batting .348 in that left-handed batter's box. Here comes the 3-1. Low for ball 4. So that's going to load the bases. Going to occupy each base. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth inning. Next batter is going to be Caden Minnick. Caden Minnick, number 20. He's a senior. Played in all 10 games. 42 plate appearances. 36 at-bats. That is entering this ball game. He's batting an average of .361. His on-base percentage is .452. He's got 13 hits this season. That's second for the team lead. And the leader on the team with hits is Brent Robbins. So timeout on the diamond. We're going to go out and have conversation. Jack Schaefer is going to walk off the pitcher's rubber. So you're going to jog, sprint out to right field. Jack Schaefer will now be the right fielder. Jacob Deutsch. Maybe see Jacob Deutsch on the pitcher's rubber. Not sure. Jacob Deutsch might have exited the ball game. I'm going to go with a different pitcher here. He's a righty. Going to be greeted right around the pitcher's rubber there by his infield. That is friendly. So we're going to see Kitchell again. We saw Kitchell last night. Carson Kitchell. Carson Kitchell came in, pitched. He was pitching when the lightning struck. And he was pitching when we came back after about the 35-minute delay. Carson Kitchell this is appearance number 6 for Carson on the season. He has 9 innings under his belt. He's given up 20 hits. He's given up 21 runs. Only 18 of those runs were earned. He's walked 8. He has struck out 4. He's faced 55 batters. He's thrown an even 200 pitches. He's picked 1 runner off. He's the only guy on the West Lafayette Red Devils pitching staff that has picked off a runner. And while he was pitching, they have stolen 11 bases. So he gets some final warm-up tosses right there. And I'm listening to some of that country music. And they got a convention going on out in center field, but Jack Schaefer is out right field. Carson Kitchell, senior class member, coming in to pitch again 2 days in a row. He didn't pitch a lot of innings yesterday. I'm sure he's fine. Coach Aaron Wood would not put a gentleman in harm's way at the pitching position, I'm sure. So, again, warmed up right there. Bases are loaded for the Knights when we resume. And we're getting ready to resume here right about now as the defense goes back to their respective positions in left field, center field, and the bases. So they're going to be up on the grass. The infield is in, nobody out, bases loaded. Caden Minnick batting for the Knights. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-2 contest. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. Might have broke right in. Count goes 0-1 to Minnick. They'll step back in. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch. Now the set. Carson Kitchell. Here's the pitch. Tries to check his swing. I'm going to ask him. He says no. Says no, he didn't go. That was in C position. He's looking at a left-handed batter. That's a pretty good vantage point. He said he didn't go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield in. Peering in, looking at signals. Carson Kitchell from Trotsky. Out of the set. Here's the pitch. It'll be a ground ball. Shortstop. Couldn't make the handle. Lost the handle. Couldn't make the play. Run comes in to score. Gavin Buchel. And Joe Doty disappointed with himself. Shouldn't stay that way very long. Not necessary. But sometimes as a player, you want to act like it really bothered you for the benefit of your teammates seeing you in dismay. But anyway, that's part of the way it goes. I haven't been a teenager for a little while. But anyway, nobody out. Bases still loaded. Gavin Buchel comes in to score the first run here in the bottom of the 6th. It's an 8-2 ball game. Pitch comes in. Brent Robbins in the batter's box. Takes a curveball high for ball 1. Brent Robbins, right-handed batter. Opportunity to put some RBI on his stats. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Short off the glove. Going to get back to the screen. Going to score from third base on the misplayed baseball is number 9, Hudson Gutwein. And Gutwein scores the second run for the Knights here in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 9-2 contest. So runners at second and third base. Brent Robbins batting. The bottom of the 6th. Batting .438 in that right-handed batter's box. You got 15 hits. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Ground ball, second base. Couldn't make the play. Going to get off the glove. There it's second base, Lincoln Furry. And the Knights going to score another run. It's going to be number 10, Lucas Gerke. And the Knights have runners on the corners. 3 runs in here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So working from the stretch. Peering in, looking at signals. Carson Kitchell, runners on the corners. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Inside. Jackson Kane, the batter. 5-hitter for the Knights. Taking second base on the pitch is Brent Robbins. Kane going to step back in, tap the plate. Working from the stretch, he's going to step off the back. Carson Kitchell. Giving the coaching staff opportunity to make some adjustments from the dugout. Steps off, now he'll step back in. Carson Kitchell peering in, looking at signals from Trotsky. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Inside and tight. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Jackson Kane, right-handed batter for the Knights. Junior class member. Steps back in. Working from the stretch. Right-handed pitcher. Carson Kitchell out of the set. Here comes the 2-0. They call it a strike. Outside edge. Jackson knows it. Sometimes you got to take a pitch. Sometimes you take a strike that wasn't really a strike. But sometimes the pitcher needs some confidence level. Count goes 2-1. Out of the set, here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, and that did get the plate, broke away. Count goes even at 2-2. So Kane steps out, he steps back in. 2-2 count. Peering in, looking at signals, Carson Kitchell. Runners at second and third base for the Knights. 10-2 contest. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Next batter going to step in. We're going to see Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer going to be the batter here in the bottom of the 6th. Alex Schumer, he's a sophomore. He's played in 5 ball games. This is number 6. Alex Schumer, batting .250, 400 on base percentage. First pitch comes in, strike called, outside edge. Alex Schumer, this is his 6th plate appearance on the season. He has 4 at-bats. He got 1 hit. It was a double. Bases were loaded. He got 3 RBI on that double. Pitch comes in low. Good block by Trotsky. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs in. 10-2 contest. Out of the set, Kitchell. Here's the pitch. Inside tight for a ball. 2-1 count. Alex Schumer. He's got 3 RBIs. I mentioned that. He scored a run. He has been hit by pitch. In 5 plate appearances, he's got 1 quality at bat. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes even at 2-2. On deck is Mikey Stapleton. Step back in. Alex Schumer, peering in, looking at signals. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here comes the 2-2. Outside edge, going to call a strike. Difficult pitch to hit. Sometimes umpires want to call that outside edge. And basically, that outside edge is going across the chalk in the other batter's box. Pick the 44-inch bat to hit those. So stepping in with 2 outs, Mikey Stapleton, runners at second and third base for the Knights. Brent Robbins representing a pretty good sized run there at second base in the 6th inning. Pitch comes in, ball 1. Count goes 1-0. Peering in, looking at signals, Carson Kitchell. Out of the set, here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch across the dish, strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mikey Stapleton, right-handed batter's box, a sophomore athlete. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Working from the stretch, appearing in, looking at signals, Carson Kitchell. Carson Kitchell, member of the senior class. Out of the set, here comes the 1-2. To foul 1, right side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, just step back in. Right-handed batter, Mikey Stapleton. Peering in, looking at signals, Carson Kitchell. Now in the set position. Here's the 1-2. Going to be a base hit, center field. Might score Brent Robbins, and it's going to complete the ball game. Robbins going to score the 12th run for the Knights. And in 6 innings, not quite 6, Knights are going to capture the win. Final score, Central Catholic Knights 12, West Lafayette Red Devils 2. We thank you for tuning in. We'll mention the Red Devils. It's going to be in action tomorrow, the 18th. West Lafayette will be at Harrison to battle with the Raiders. Knights are going to have some time off here. They're going to take at least 1 day off. That's tomorrow. Then they'll play on Friday. I think it's a 5:30 start with the Highland Trojans. Then they'll come back on Saturday. They'll play an 11 o'clock ball game with St. Joseph out of the north, South Bend, St. Joseph. And then they'll play again after the 11 o'clock game. They'll play at 6:30 with the Garrett Catholic Golden Eagles. And on Friday and Saturday will be the Catholic Classic. It's an annual event right here at Central Catholic. We thank you. We'll hope that you'll tune in. If you can't make the games live, putmeinsports.com. We're thankful for the listening audience. And we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let it go. Keep the fire burning.
were they pretty good about sending you the stuff you needed?